Aloha, everybody. We are live. Welcome to my Tuesday Night Live show where I deal with a different health and wellness topic. So today it's all about revitalize your life, the ultimate body detox routine is what I've labeled it. So we are live on YouTube, we are live on Instagram and Facebook. So welcome. If you want to jot down, if you're watching live, jot down where you're from and say hello. So I just wanted to let everybody know that on Facebook, they have now informed me that after 60 days, this video and all my other videos will be deleted that are recorded live. So I wanted to let everybody know that you can always go to my Rumble channel and actually view these videos. They're also on my backup channel on YouTube. So we're going to start seeing that Facebook will be deleting live videos. So you will no longer be able to see my videos on Facebook after 60 days. So I just thought I'd let everybody know because you may be searching on the detox video and you can't see it. Unfortunately, you're going to have to subscribe to my Rumble channel preferably, or my backup channel YouTube, and you will always be able to find them and search on these videos. So I just wanted to let you know that that notice came to me from Facebook. So for those that don't know, I'm Maria Bernardis. I'm a health and wellness coach. And after being in tax law and the finance industry, in particularly financial accountant, and actually helping people grow their businesses. I got very sick, and I didn't want to be a cancer statistic like the rest of my family. So God guided me to heal using the ancient Greek practices and tools. So anything I recommend is an ancient Greek practice or tool. And then basically God and Yeshua said to me, now it is your duty to go out there and impart the wisdom and knowledge and the tools that you've been taught that helped you heal, to help other people heal. So this is why I do what I do. And I'm very blessed that I have many doctors and naturopaths and chiropractors that I collaborate with, and they collaborate with me on the wonderful Light Tech, which you can find information in the description of this video. And together we have helped heal tens of thousands of people. So this is quite extraordinary. Never did I think I would help that many people self-heal. So basically what I impart and what I share works. And I have thousands and thousands and hundreds of testimonials, and I have posted many of them in my private Facebook page, link in the description of the video where you can go and view those. So that's what I just wanted to mention that background, because there's a lot of new people that are watching my videos. So I just want, before I launch into it, I have to read this disclaimer because I've had my Twitter account shut down, my Instagram, my YouTube channel shut down. I have a backup one, but I've never ever recovered in numbers from that. So this is why this disclaimer. I'm not a doctor or a medical professional. The information discussed is not meant to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. If you are pregnant, nursing, taking medication, or have a medical condition, please consult with your physician first. So now we have all the formalities out of the way. So I've got some interesting news items that I wanted to share with everybody today before we launch into the whole subject of detox, which is probably the most important video I will ever do. Because most of the illnesses, whether they're pain, whether I'm not feeling well, whether I've got a headache, or whether it's chronic, let me tell you, is as a consequence of not detoxing. Owen, good point. Are you on? If you're on YouTube, you're going to see my general Facebook page. And if you go to that, I can actually put you in the group. So the actual group that I have is on Facebook. However, any information that I referred today at the end that's to do with glutathione or reducing inflammation, light tech, and I say link is in the description, you will see that you have a direct link. Whereas on Facebook, they do not, because I am being censored there. So thank you so much for that. I hope that's clarified um, uh, for that link. So I do apologize if I wasn't clear enough. So some interesting research and interesting studies that have come out this week, mind-blowing. The first one is a study that was published in Lancet Medical Journal, and it's a journal basically used, data that they've taken from 204 countries. I couldn't believe this. 60% of adults will be overweight or obese by 2050 is what they found. So I just wanted to let everybody know, I have done a video on weight loss and also how to lose, I think it was 5 pounds fast. I can't remember. It was probably the number 1 or number 2 show that I did. Please have a look at that, because most of the fat that people have is inflammation based. So a lot of what I am discussing today will help you reduce your inflammation and also detox the body. So this is very relevant to this item as well, what we're discussing today. So that was quite interesting and quite shocking. Number 2, there is an interesting landmark Alzheimer's study that's been retracted after evidence of data manipulation. So this was a 2006 landmark Alzheimer's study published in the journal Nature. There are so many studies that have been retracted where they are just telling people to do the wrong thing. And it's very, very interesting. Again, I do have a practitioner that's a business partner of mine. And she is very successfully helping, as I am, helping reverse Alzheimer's and dementia. And again, we use an incredible light technology and everything I'm going to discuss today. And we are successfully reversing it without any toxic chemicals and holistic. And again, join that Facebook group, or if you're watching it on YouTube or Rumble, you have the link, direct link to what that technology is. And I have many testimonials I can share with people on that point. So some of these studies were recommending toxic ways, toxic medication to use. So now they're all being reversed and retracted. Well, surprise, surprise, everybody. And number 3 was another study that came out. Does aging affect your sleep quality? So this was sleep psychologist Shelby Harris explains, factors such as stress, changes in sleep structure, and hormonal fluctuations do affect sleep and quality of sleep in older adults. For example, people in their 60s and 70s, so this is her study I'm reading from, often experience lighter sleep, frequent nighttime awakenings, where you might have some nightmares, I don't know, and sleep disorders like insomnia and sleep apnea. Women may face worsening sleep as estrogen and progesterone levels decline. And again, I'm going to keep emphasizing this light tech. It helps balance those hormones, and I've helped so many people get amazing sleep. So in a nutshell, yes, it does. Now, another interesting study that came out, and this relates to today's topic of detox. So I specifically wanted to include this, and there was a study that was done of how juicing, so that is fruit and vegetables juicing, does affect your gut and oral microbiome. So this was a study in the journal Nutrients, examined how juicing affects gut, and as I said, oral microbiomes. And basically, it was saying that it helps reduce inflammation and increase the good bacteria. So it showed that participants who consume whole foods with high fiber showed increased beneficial microbes that protect gut lining and reduce inflammation. And this happened within 3 weeks. So this is how quickly you can actually rebuild that gut, or begin to rebuild that gut, because it doesn't sort of fully do it just with juicing. But if you do everything else that we discuss today, you certainly will repair that very quickly. So they were some interesting news items, and they do tie in with the topic of today, which we're launching into, which is revitalizing your life, the ultimate body detox routine. So this is really important because the ancient Greeks did say, Hippocrates said, all disease begins in the gut. Now, if your gut is not healthy, if your gut has not been detoxed, guess what? You're going to have sleep issues, you're going to have pain, you're going to have cancer, you're going to have all sorts of illnesses. Now, even pain is telling me that you have gut issues and you need to detox. It doesn't have to be anything major. It could be something small, like you not sleeping is still indicating to me you got detoxing to do there. Okay, because if your gut is healthy and your body and your cells are detoxed, guess what? You have no issues because your body is in harmony. So you sleep well, you absorb all the nutrients, you have no pain. So basically, you have nothing to concern yourself with in terms of health. So, and as Hippocrates also said, this is a quote: natural forces within us are the true healers of disease. So we have the ability to self heal without ingesting toxic chemicals. And today, this is what I'm going to discuss. So please, today's video needs to be has two provisos. You've got to have watched my last two videos on detoxing the pantry and kitchen and detoxing your home. Because if you haven't taken steps to detox your environment, your pantry and your kitchen and your home, guess what? You're going to do all of this stuff, you're going to detox your body, and then you're putting yourself back into that toxic environment, which is going to be adding toxins. So we need to do steps 1 and 2, which were my previous 2 live videos, which are on YouTube, which are on Rumble, and then we do what Maria is saying in this video. Okay, because we want to get rid of those toxic chemicals, and we want to get rid of all that toxic food that is putting all those toxins into our body. Okay, and so we're exposed, to toxins everywhere, even our environment. Water has fluoride and chemicals. We walk out and there's like chemtrails and all sorts of things happening. So, there's a lot of environmental factors that I've discussed in my previous 2 videos that we really need to look into. And as the ancient Greeks also said, it wasn't just about the food. So today we're also going to cover, as the ancient Greeks said in the Oracle of Delphi, think good thoughts. Do you know that a lot of people's thoughts and toxic people around them actually add toxins into the body? Yes, absolutely. So it's not just about the food and everything I'm going to tell you. There is that step that we need to look at it. And again, all disease begins in the gut, as per Hippocrates. Now, the one thing I wanted to flag is there are different types of detoxes. Okay, so the one and the points that I'm covering today is a general detox for basically most things that you need to detox out of your body, whether it's heavy metals, whether it's accumulated toxins, pesticides, and all of that. Now, I do have a particular video that was taken down on Rumble and taken down by YouTube, which is to do with detoxing the jab. Okay, for that, in addition to these steps, I have a couple more. Okay, because there's additional toxins there that were introduced into the body that need to be dealt with. So please, if you're looking for that specific one, you need to ask me for that video and I will put you in that group, or I can send it to you directly so you can watch it. Now, there is another particular detox that I will be covering today, but there are also another couple of things that you could be doing for this. However, I cannot mention them here because they will shut me down. So if you are interested in a couple of additional steps, although this will cover it, let me know. And it's for detoxing parasites. Okay. So what I'm talking about today will cover that. But there are a couple of other things you may want to introduce if you have a lot of parasites in your body, and the majority do, and I would be happy to share that. I just cannot have those words come out of my lips because this video will be taken down and I'm going to have all sorts of issues again with YouTube. They're just going to pull down all my videos and all my channel again. So I just wanted to make that very, very clear that for this, you need to do some additional things, okay? So I just wanted to flag that, and I wrote that down. Okay, so parasites, toxins, and all of that, how do they enter our body? Now, it's very important that we understand. So my last two videos that I did went into things that add heavy metals, toxins into our bodies. So it's from our water, it's from our food, it's from our environment, it's from our makeup, it's from the products that we use, it's from just walking outside and chemtrails being sprayed. So I've covered all of that in the last two videos, and I'm not going to go into that. And that's why some of those things we need to be addressing. But most importantly of all, and the main way that parasites and chemicals enter is through our food, and our makeup. Now, a lot of people don't know that if you're eating meat, seafood, chicken, anything with flesh that's been cooked from a carcass, a dead carcass, that's what it is, and that's what I'm going to call it, has parasites. I do not care if you've cooked it, you cannot kill all the parasites. So anytime you are eating meat, fish, seafood, I'm sorry to have to say this, it is the truth, you are eating parasites. So you better have a daily detox routine in your life to be cleaning that stuff out. Now, it's also in the majority of the processed food, frozen food, anything that's been manufactured. And there's, one particular one that they've been using, for example, as a coloring, as a flavor, and it is actually a bug. And if you look, some foods will say this has the cochineal or cochineal, depending on how you pronounce it, COCHINEAL, in it. Use this color. It's on makeup. So when people are putting makeup on, they're putting parasites in their skin and they don't even know it. They don't even know it. So it is in your food. So be very careful. They use fancy words like that for colors. It's actually a parasite. So when you have that processed food, guess what? You can't see it unless you put it under a microscope. You are actually consuming parasites. It's shocking. And some of the things that have come out, is Starbucks and some of their donuts and flavorings, Kellogg's, Fruit Loops, and all of that have it, Betty Crocker stuff, Nestle, Skittles, Danone yogurt. I could be here all day. Oh my goodness me. Tens of thousands of products have it. So if you're having a lot of this stuff with flavorings, with fruit, whatever, there's another way that you're getting these parasites, and with makeup. So this is why this subject matter is so important, that we need to have a detox routine. So basically the detox that I'm covering today is what I consider to be a gentle one, which is going to get it out, but you're not going to get horrific side effects. This is why some of the others, like this one that I have, also needs an element of monitoring by me, because some people do get some drastic side effects, okay, because we're really putting the body into shock. Now, I have this amazing body toxin chart in front of me, and I'm just going to read some of the toxins that people are taking into their body and don't even know. I mean, this is heartbreaking to me. So arsenic is found in water, food, and air pollutants. And we know that affects the brain, the heart, the skin, and of course causes cancer. Mercury, which is found in fish, silver fillings, fluorescent light bulbs. Again, brain, immunity, kidneys are affected. Lead, found in water, food, old paint, and a lot of the fixtures around the house. And again, affects brain, bones, liver, and kidneys. Aluminum, found in water, food, medications, and of course sprayed above us in chemtrails, affects brain and bones. Chromium, found in water, food, and industrial pollution, affects kidneys, lungs, and immunity. And cadmium, found in food, air pollution, and of course chemtrails, cigarettes, affects heart, kidneys, and bones. So there you go. We are bombarded with chemicals all around us, in our environment, in our food. So we need to have a detox program. And I hope that this has hit home, that really the majority of the imbalances of the body are inflammation. What's that caused by? Not detoxing, and basically an accumulation of crap in our bodies. So what are we going to do? So today I do focus a lot more on food. Why do I do that? Because when I speak to clients, whether they're clients with my Light Tech project, or they're just clients that come, paid clients, when I ask them, are you eating healthy? They all say yes to me. And guess what? When they start itemizing what they're eating, 9 out of 10 of them are not eating healthy. They think they're eating healthy, but they're not. So today I have to be a little bit extra specific. And I do have another video that you can find on YouTube and Rumble, which is all about eating a high vibration ascension diet. And there's a lot more wisdom in that. So the first thing that I recommend is start your day with some purified water. So it's got to be purified to get rid of the fluoride and all the other stuff, with freshly squeezed lemon juice. Now, lemon is so important in helping flush out the toxins. Now, why do we want to do this in the morning? Because your body is ready to reset. There's nothing in there it needs to digest. So you're putting the lemon and you're helping it flush out, and not work on digesting food and trying to flush out. Okay, so it's ready to flush out, and you're getting lots of good vitamin C. So that's a good thing. The alternative is you could put a little bit of apple cider vinegar in the water and drink that. So there are two ways you can do that. And don't forget, this is also, it's almost like a naturally occurring antibiotic and antiseptic that fights the germs and everything, and is good for your gut. Don't forget, apple cider vinegar is very good for your gut, and it was used in ancient Greece by Hippocrates to restore gut health and all the good bacteria. So, some things don't have to cost a lot of money for you to actually incorporate in your life. So please continue to drink lots of water. If you're not drinking lots of water throughout the day, purified water, then you are not helping detox the toxins of the food that you are eating. Now, also, as I'm doing this, if you've got any other suggestions, please feel free to put them in the chat, and I'll be happy to put them on the screen to share. The second thing I wanted to say, and we just heard the study about, is juicing. Now, I find a lot of people are not getting enough fruit and vegetables. So what's a good way to get raw fruit and vegetables that your gut's going to thank you, and at the same time get the nutrition you need and help flush out those toxins? And as we know, anything that's the color green, how funny that I'm wearing it, helps detox the body. So this is a great way to put lots of greens in a juicer, such as green apples, spinach, kale. I could be here all day. There's so many greens. Another really good one is cilantro. That's a great detoxifier of heavy metals. Stick all of that, add some carrots. Beetroot is very good. Ginger, turmeric, add it all in there, and you've got an amazing juice that your body is going to love you for and help to detox. So juicing is very, very important because you're basically putting a whole bowl of fruit and vegetables, which is easier to consume and not as taxing on the digestion system when it's juiced. Okay, because you're not going to sit there and eat a whole bowl. I can tell you, I can tell my clients you need a whole bowl of this, and they look at it and say, oh, that's too much, right? Whereas if you juice it, it's not that much. Okay. Now, number 3, very important, and I have covered it in the last 2 weeks, but I'm going to emphasize it again. Get rid of those toxic seed oils. So what are we talking about? We're talking about peanut oil, sunflower seed oil, vegetable oil, soy oil, cottonseed oil, canola oil. They're all bad. All right, all of these add toxins to your body. So you don't want to be detoxing your body and then adding that in there. So again, opt for coconut oil, olive oil, avocado oil, flaxseed oil, hemp oil. These are good oils that your body's going to thank you for, and also gives you the omega-3, 6, and 9s that you need in a healthy form. Okay, so throw those out. Another good thing that helps with detoxifying, and I must say I have about 5 cups a day. I've got one here now, is green tea and herbal teas. So they're very good. So what are we talking about? In addition, dandelion and nettle tea is very good. Okay, so drink your herbal teas. These particular ones that I have just mentioned are actually detoxifier teas, and your liver will also thank you for it. And they also help clear out the toxins. So, incorporate some sort of a tea like that. And another good one is milk thistle tea. That's a master detoxifier, milk thistle. So, choose one of those teas, buy them all, and alternate. So instead of having black tea all the time and some of the other ones, add one that actually does do something to detoxify your body. The next one is very important that we eat as many raw, certified organic fruit and vegetables. These are helping your cells detoxify. Okay, I can't emphasize that anymore, and that includes organic spices and organic herbs. Incorporate them as much as possible. Now, a lot of people say to me, well, Maria, I do have fruit and vegetables, but they're cooked. That ain't going to add much nutritional value to your body because most of the nutrition and all the enzymes are killed. The only way you're going to have fruit, vegetables, and herbs add value to your body and detoxify is if they're in the raw form. So they're going to be raw or lightly steamed, because lightly steamed, they still retain a lot of their nutritional value. So we're talking about a lot of green vegetables in particular, very, very good. In particular, things like broccoli and also beets is a very good detoxifier and very good for the kidney and health. So we want fiber-rich foods, and you get that out of a lot of the skin of the fruit and a lot of the raw vegetables. Flax seeds is good, chia seeds, whole grains, not white. So please, no white flour or white rice. And foods that are high in antioxidants. So we find a lot of our purple and our fruit, for example, like pomegranates and berries. Are very big on that. Red peppers. So think red and purple for that. So as I said before, your liver plays a very important part in detox. So that's got to be, healthy to be detoxing all that out. And as I said before, and I mentioned, minimize anything that's white flour, white sugar, get rid of it. Okay. And all those other fake ones that we discussed last week to detox your pantry. So go for honey. Go for maple syrup, go for coconut sugar, go for date sugar. These are natural, or molasses. These are naturally occurring. God gave us these, as our sweeteners. So very important to do that. And not to mention these sugars contribute to diabetes and all sorts of other illnesses. Okay, so anything white, whether it's flour, whether it's rice, whether it's sugar, we really need to get rid of them, because why? They also add inflammation in the body. Okay, and what does inflammation do? Messes with our gut, and high inflammation turns into disease. What's disease? Pain, headaches, can't sleep. That's diseases as well. Disease is not just cancer. Disease is not just I've got lupus. Disease is also minor things like that. You should not be in any pain. You should not have any headaches. If you're fully detoxed and you're fully balanced, you shouldn't have anything. You should just be feeling joy and happiness and total bliss is how you should be feeling. Now, another thing that Hippocrates always prescribed is prebiotics or probiotic. Now, probiotic is an ancient Greek word that means for life. So in ancient Greece, they consumed the natural form, such as a little bit of Greek yogurt. He also, had cultured vegetables. So we have sauerkraut nowadays, but get the one in the refrigerator section, not the shelf, because most of that good bacteria is gone. Kefir, kimchi. Oh my God, we could be here all day. There's a lot. So go organic as opposed to tablet, because most of those tablets has been sitting on the shelf. Don't know where it's made, and most of the good bacteria has died. If it's sitting on the shelf, well, exposed to light, need I speak any further? So again, consider having the fruit and vegetables. Like, for example, asparagus is a prebiotic, so it helps the gut. So basically, if you're having lots of raw fruit and vegetables in a juice form, you're getting a lot of prebiotics. Probiotics is something that you add, such as this, that's got those the acidophilus and all that good bacteria. So again, eat legumes and pulses. So we're talking things like lentils and chickpeas and beans. Make sure you're cooking them properly so that you don't get any bloating and those sorts of issues. And as I said before, oh my goodness me, please limit the amount of meat, chicken, anything to do with flesh has parasites guaranteed. I am yet to come across a piece of chicken, a piece of meat, a piece of fish, a piece of anything of flesh that doesn't. And most people are consuming them, and even if they're cooked, you're getting them in there. So you may okay, I've got a good question. So thank you, Andrea. Yes, absolutely. Let's add stevia to the list. Absolutely. But please be careful, everybody, because some stevia actually has some toxic add-ons. So you got to read the packet and make sure it says 100% organic stevia. So some brands are blending it and putting aspartame and other things in there that affect your brain. So, and the gut, of course, it affects the gut. So great question. So just be careful, read the labels, and make sure what it says up the front is actually the only thing that's in the ingredient list, okay? Because otherwise they add other things and it causes lots of other issues, okay? Now, some other things which are good for a GI cleanse. So I'm still on the sort of herb and food components. So these are really good other things that you can add on. Wormwood, pumpkin seeds. And I feed my kitties pumpkin seeds. They love them because don't forget, pets get parasites. So if you're not taking care of your pets and making sure they don't have parasites, guess what? When you hug them and you kiss them, those parasites enter your skin and go into you. So really we need to look after our furry friends. Papaya seeds, we've always been told seedless, and yet most of the nutrition and the healing properties are in the seeds. When I get fresh papaya, I also eat the seeds. Amazing, those black things. And they're telling us to throw them out. Cloves are very good, and walnut hull. So there's some of the, important ones that are specifically targeted for detoxing. Okay. Now, oh, good point here. Let's share. Thank you, Oracle Eyes. Yes, I have 2 cats and 1 dog, and I just started feeding pumpkins. That's fantastic. And I mean, and how easy is that? And it is such a healthy nutritional treat. I get the ones that haven't been cooked, so they're raw and sprouted. So if you can get the sprouted pumpkin seeds, they're actually more effective because there hasn't been any heat applied to it, and it has more of that potency that they just don't like, the parasites don't like. But again, if you're going to have the pumpkin seeds, it needs to be something every day. Whereas there are other things that are coming up that we could be doing where we don't have to worry about having the pumpkin seeds every day, having the juice every day, and doing all of this every single day. So even if we forgot, the detoxing will still happen. So that's coming up. So that covers the food, and I've given you quite a bit there to think about. So you may have to watch this video and take notes. Now, what's the number 2 important thing for detoxing anything in the body? And basically, it's the mind. The mind matters. Do you know that you can actually add toxins to your body just by being upset, by being angry, and feeling anything other than love and joy? And there is so much that is testing us at the moment, including toxic people. So very important to take care of our emotional well-being. Breathe deeply. If you're going to get one of those emotions, start breathing deeply. Very important. Walk, smile, laugh, watch comedies. Can I tell you that's one of my big things at the moment? I'm watching a lot of comedies. We have to with all the craziness going on. So do things that are going to make you feel good. Journal, whatever it is, yoga, whatever is important to you that's going to change this. Very, very important. And I've got a study quote that I'm going to say here. The importance of mental detoxification through practices like meditation, yoga, and journaling, as well as physical detoxification through diet, exercise, and spending time in nature. So this was in a report by the Green Med Info Research Group that this is just as important as the food that you put in your mouth. So there's no point in putting the good food that I just said and then not taking care of the mind and adding more toxins and more toxins, okay? It will cancel out a lot of what we've just discussed. So that's number 2, mind matters. So we need to do something to get us in harmony and in balance with love and joy. Number 3, exercise and sweating. So very important that it is movement. It does not have to be in the gym. You can just walk, which is what I do. And I love to do yoga, and I love to do aqua aerobics on Sundays. So that's my exercise. So any movement so that you're sweating and basically getting those toxins out of the skin. Okay, so we need to get them out of the skin as well. Sauna is very good. And that also stimulates, circulation and the lymphatic system. And so anything, that's going to make you sweat, basically. So we need to be flushing them out of the skin. Now, another good way is to, especially now in wintertime, is to run a very hot bath and to put some essential oils, to put some Epsom salts. You might want to put some apple cider vinegar and sit in that, because that also makes you sweat. And what I've just said to put in there opens up the pores so everything can start coming out, okay? Because we need to get it out. So the number 4 important point is to prioritize sleep and stress management. So stress management ties back to the mind. So we've covered elements of what we can do to reduce stress. So we must be getting enough sleep. It is when you sleep that your body is in total peace, well, for the most part, so that it is able to start detoxing and doing the repairing. So if you are not getting any sleep, or your sleep is being disrupted, then you are not allowing your body to detox. So sleep is very important. And I'm going to discuss, I've already done a video on sleep, so you may want to look at that. But also something that I'm going to recommend later on also deals with helping with your sleep. Now, number 6, very important. I did mention it the last couple of weeks, but I need to emphasize this a little bit more. We need to minimize the 5G, 4G, and Wi-Fi exposure. I used Light Tech, link in the description. Facebook, you've got my group, go in there, you'll find it all. That actually wards off 5G, 4G, 3G, whatever you want to call it, off my body 24/7. There is also a device that you can purchase that you can have in your home that puts like a grid around, and it has sort of various crystals. If people are interested in something like that, contact me and then I'll give you discount codes and links. So there is an external device as well, but you got to do something to minimize the effect of that on you. It creates toxins in the body. Just because you cannot see it does not mean it's not happening. And research, there's so much research that shows evidence of this. Okay, so we need to be very careful. Now I'm going to cover my last point. Sorry, I've already seen that one. I beg your pardon. I don't know if I'm bringing up the same one. I beg your pardon. Anyway, obviously we needed to see that. And so this is my last point. And then if anybody has anything else to add, please do. There are other therapies. So in ancient Greece, they used lots of other therapies to lift the vibrational frequency of the body. What happens when you lift the vibrational frequency of your body? No parasites can live in your body. No disease can live in your body. Nothing can live in your body other than happiness and joy and total health. It's all about vibrational frequency. So, for example, go into nature and ground yourself. Walk barefoot. Get some sunlight. Again, light. A body that is infused with light cannot have anything out of balance, which is why I very strongly suggest, again, follow those links that I said before, Light Tech. So what does this Light Tech that Maria prescribes to her clients do? It reduces inflammation. It increases glutathione. So it activates your own glutathione. Taking glutathione supplements, I'm here to tell you, they leave your body. And they don't work 24/7. They work for a short period of time. Then they go, and people go get those injections. They do not last for long. So increasing glutathione, very important to a detox. So increases glutathione, activates your stem cells. It does everything you need to cover everything I have been saying for weeks now. So consider that. Also very important, massage, dry brushing. So these are just some other considerations, but because I am an ancient Greek holistic health and wellness practitioner, my favorite one is light, because I have tens of thousands of testimonials of people regain their total health, and it detoxes them every single day gently as well. So it does it all. Okay, so that's all I wanted to say on all of that. So everybody's getting the idea of what they need to do. If anybody else has any other suggestions, put them there. As I said, there is additional stuff in addition to all of this. If you have had this, you need to do a little bit more. And I do have a separate video on that covers this plus the additional stuff. Again, you're going to have to go into my private Facebook page. If you haven't friended me on Facebook, friend me and then tell me that you want to go on that private Facebook page, and I will put you there and you will see it all in there uncensored. I had to take it down from Rumble. I had to take a lot of videos down due to censorship, and they shut down my YouTube channel because of this video. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I've hit most of it. A few more things. And again, this will deal with parasites and other metals, anything that needs to be detoxed. There are two other alternative add-ons, but I only suggest those for people with severe parasite issues, and those you'll have to get for me outside of here. The moment I mention them here, guess what? They're going to delete this video, so I cannot. So now it's your turn. Choose 1, 2, 5, whatever of these strategies, little steps at a time. I'm not expecting you to do it all. For people watching this after the live, please share in your comments what you're doing. So let's continue to share and care. Put it in the comments. If you found this helpful, please feel free. And I encourage you to share, because we are living in times where there's so much misinformation out there, and I'm noticing a lot of the big accounts not saying the right things, filtering health and wellness. And there's so many of them with big accounts that have no health and wellness qualifications, no experience, never been ill, but all of a sudden they're dishing out all this health and wellness wisdom. Be careful of false prophets, as Yeshua told us, and God, and we are certainly seeing them. So please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you, everybody, for watching this. Now, next Tuesday, that too, absolutely, Owen, absolutely. Also, the light tech company that I'm with has a new water device coming out that does a lot more than that. Because we do need to add oxygen to our cells. So thank you so much for alerting that, because parasites also cannot live in a body where it's constantly being oxygenated. So not only does it add hydrogen, it adds light infusion, lifts the vibrational frequency of the body. It also removes plastics and all sorts of other toxins. This is the first of its kind in the world. And there is a documentary that is being done on this particular device, because it also activates the cells and does a lot more. So it's never been done before. And this is why I'm so passionate about this light tech, because this is the future of medicine. And very slowly we're seeing it. Big Pharma is collapsing. Many medications are not going to be available. Hospitals are very slowly becoming bankrupt, and we have the solution. So on that note, if anybody wants to join me in this amazing business, which has the med beds, which has a lot of things for the future, and is serious about being part of this business and a group of people that are light workers and bringing in new earth and the medical thing, then please feel free to contact me and we can talk about it. And how much. Now, as to the cost, I don't know yet, Owen, to be honest with you, but I do understand that April and May, we will be hearing something. So in my private Facebook group page, I do have a video about it, what it looks like, how it sits. It's a really beautiful device. I'm so looking forward to it. And I'm hoping, one day that will be able to be rolled out to everybody for free. So I will keep you posted on that, by the way, as soon as I hear more. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. I wanted to say that next Tuesday, I'm taking a break, giving myself a day off for self-care and just to go out there amongst nature for a few days. So I will return the Tuesday after that with another live show. So thank you to everybody that participated and joined me on the live. I love you. I thank you. And again, this video on Facebook will be deleted after 60 days, so you won't be able to find it. So you may want to go and join either my YouTube or Rumble channel, where these videos will always be permanent. Thank you, everybody. Mahalo. I love you. God bless you. Good night, good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Thank you, and God bless.